So, hello people. This is Neeraj again with the second video, which you can watch on my YouTube channel. So today's video, let me relate it to the first video. In the first video, it was just a first episode, just starting my YouTube journey. The second video is about the business I'm doing, the updates. Lastly, in the first video, I mentioned about there is going to be a webinar. Corporate updates are going to come on 1st September. So today I'm going to give you the updates. Like I'm going to read out the updates and maybe give some extra information so that we understand the updates. It's not just about uh, uh, giving the updates. Anybody can give the updates. You also need to understand the significance of updates so that you have the right mindset while going forward. So let's start with the updates. And if you are on YouTube, just let me know. Okay, Dinesh Sisodia, hi. I'm just concentrating more on the Zoom window, so I may or may not answer to the comments here. So just letting you know. Okay, so the first update before we start with the updates, as you know that we have a fantastic person in Dubai, Mohammed Kamal. Now he's actually working 24/7, 24/7 for on passive, and somehow in the last webinar, corporate webinar, that is not the 1st September, the one before that. There were some updates which were given, and then like for further information, they had asked Mohammed Kamal for the updates, and he had specifically said in the video because that was a very big update. I'm not going to talk about it. Something about uh, like 20th of November, the big event that is coming up. Not exactly on passive event, but definitely there is some event happening on 20th November, and we were supposed to do some kind of advertising or something related to that on that event. So it was related to that. Uh, so Mohammed Kamal said that we would tell you officially what to talk about it. But however, what really happened was he received a lot of calls, private messages from founders asking more details about it. So, in the initial part of the webinar, Mohammed Kamal requested all the founders that please don't call me personally because the updates are going to be given by Ash Mufarah, that is our CEO itself. So, request to all the founders, please don't call Mohammed Kamal. Let him work. He's working for us, and I'm sure. Uh, I think we are wasting his productive time. So let him work best, and he's working for us. So he's working for everybody. So I'm sure the updates are going to come. Just give it time. Next one was Chris. Chris Johnson had also said that generally the webinar has some kind of cloud caption option, which is useful for the deaf people, but somehow for the 1st September webinar it was not there, so we apologize for that. So those were the two things. Even uh, like even the leaders actually requested all the founders not to put in emojis uh, in the chat room because what really happens is that when you put emoji, generally Zoom freezes. So the leaders requested not to put emojis, uh, and uh, uh, and somehow it was still going on. So we decided that it was best to disable the chat and the chat was disabled, and then we went on. But anyway, why am I discussing this point? Because that's the things that those are the things that really happened, and we have to be careful that we avoid those things in future. Also talking about Zoom and all that. What wonderful! Once again, Zoom is a wonderful software. I'm doing my YouTube live right now on Zoom, but we are coming with with a much better uh, software product, whatever you may call it, a package or whatever you may call it, and it is coming very quickly. So I'm sure uh, all the founders are excited about it, and if you're not excited, you should be. Okay. So, anyways, let's proceed with with this. Uh, Let me quickly have a look at the chat one. Okay, Hindi में बोलो sir ji. I would love to do in Hindi, but I'm doing this in English because I think I speak English much more better than Hindi. Regarding Hindi, we are also doing some other shows, talk shows, where we talk about updates. We just recorded a talk show with Gusminder and Wasim. We have some special guests for that. We would be discussing about the updates, so don't worry. Hindi may be आएंगे. Don't worry about that. Hindi में भी आएंगे. And later on, like when our product comes, this problem you won't have. ये problem आपको नहीं आएंगे आगे, क्योंकि language translation का problem solve होगा. Sorry, I'm talking a few words here and there in Hindi, just because my Indian audience who do not follow English should also understand. Okay, now let's switch back to the Zoom again. Okay, now the updates. Okay, first of all, Ash actually came in and he actually thanked all the founders. Then he also told that September is going to be the month to remember. And why is he talking about the month to remember? Because a lot of things are going to happen, and you founders are going to see that. Now, some of the things may happen on the back end, so you may not actually see all the things. Yes, you will see a lot of things also, but there will also be other things that will be happening on the back end. So don't. So if you don't see something on the front side, don't worry. Things are happening on the backside, and I'm sure that more things will happen towards the latter end of September. That is the second half of September. So just stay tuned in. So September month to remember. Then he thanked Tim Johnson and Bill Must for the pictures or the images that they provide. For example, the image that you're watching right now is by Tim Johnson. So once again, thank you, Tim Johnson and Bill Must. You are also great because I've not spoken to Tim Johnson, but I've spoken to Bill Musk. He's a wonderful person. He provides us all the image, and he's always on the back side. He doesn't appear on the front, but he is a very important person for On Passive. So thank you, both of you guys. You're doing a wonderful job in On Passive. Then he also thanked the Hmong group. Like they recently had a webinar in which Michael Williams was there. He addressed some of the coming questions. I'm sorry, there's a call for me. Okay, he addressed some of the questions that came up. So he thanked all the Hmong committee, sorry, the group community, and it was an excellent webinar. A lot of things, positive things came up. So watch it. I think it is already on YouTube. So just watch that webinar also. Lastly, he thanked the Hyderabad team. Hyderabad team, for those of who do not know, the products that On Passive is building, I think majorly they are being built up in Hyderabad. And as you know, if you are an Indian, you must be already knowing that Hyderabad is the IT hub of India. Hyderabad and Bangalore are supposed to be the most important IT hubs of India. And if you're an Indian founder, be proud, because the products that the world is going to use are that is being built up in your country. So be extra proud for being a founder and for that achievement. Next is the 67th link. The new website is up. The link for the website is already there. You have to go to the back office. You can go to my links, and on the 67th link, you will have that option. Talking about 67, I have not seen any company who would provide that many links. So be proud that we have 67, and it is coming. It is going to come every every day. I'm going to talk about those websites actually changing every day. I'm going to talk about that in the end also. So don't worry, I will be touching that point also. Next, our CEO Ash Mufara also told us that this particular webinar that was happening on first is being shared with the lawyers and the U.S. government. What does it mean? Because this is, if it wasn't just an update session, that was great. But you have to understand the meaning behind that. A lot of people ask, "Oh, is this company legal?" Uh, I think you must have already got that answer. If the recording is shared with the US government and the lawyers, that means definitely it is definitely legal. Another thing, actually, if you must know, like there are a lot of big companies, IT companies in the world. Now, those IT companies have become so big that sometimes the governments also feel okay. Uh, uh, they may not show, but they sometimes feel a bit threatened by these companies. Okay, what if these companies actually dominate a particular country or something like that? So on passive is different, because we are actually, we are with the support of government, and all things are taken care of, and that is a huge plus point. So that was thing what I wanted to cover. Now, next, he said that On Passive will be the company that will make uh, difference for you. We always talk about legacy. Now, what is legacy? Where legacy means that you actually leave your stamp there for generations, and that is what he was trying to indicate. That once On Passive launches, you are going to be a superhero. You are going to be a superhero remembered by your generation, not your generation, but the future generations also. Like, oh, he was a founder. I was like my dad or my grandpa was founder of On Passive. So enjoy the process. Then you also talked about we are becoming the biggest company in the world in any sector. That is a huge statement. Now, I know that our CEO actually shares information uh, with the founders, but there are a lot of things that are happening on the back end. So this is a very like very great statement, because we are becoming a beast. He also said that we are becoming a beast. What does beast mean? Beast means that we are becoming so huge that uh, we are being getting noticed everywhere. And he also mentioned that as a founder, you are going to be hunted. You don't have to go and hunt, but people will approach you, and that is a huge statement, and I love that. uh, Most people don't upgrade dreams and goals. Uh, okay, so what he said was, people should actually believe, people who still do not believe in on passive, I don't think what is going to happen to them. But Ash has been constantly telling us that you should upgrade your dreams, because once again I'm repeating that a lot of information has been passed on to the founders, but there is still more information which is happening on the back end, which he may or may not discuss with the founders, or he may discuss with founders at the appropriate time, but he knows a lot of things are happening, and that's why he is trying to tell us all the founders that you should upgrade your dreams. So, and if you're not upgrading, then you're going to be stuck there. Okay, those founders who do not have no presence, or those founders who do not have no presence have no chance. What he's trying to tell you is you must be engaged. For You must think that this is my business, and you should actually take steps to grow your business. You can't just be on the background, okay, I believe in the business, and you're not doing anything. So he wants people to be engaged. In fact, in what he expects from the founders is to do one good thing for the benefit of on passive every day, a small thing every day. That's what he wants the founders wants from founders, and that is great, because this is our business. This is our business. uh, if you feel in that way, automatically you will get engaged. A lot of people talk about, oh, Neeraj, you are there on webinar in the night time, whether it is 12:30, 2:30, you are always there. It is because this is my business. I represent the business, and the feeling is inside me. Uh, Yesterday in Indian webinar, there was a topic called passion for on passive. Once that passion is there inside you, these things will automatically start happening. Automatically, you will start getting engaged. So you have to develop a passion for on passive. No leader can only say, okay, you need to have passion and all those things, but that thing but that passion thing comes internally. So my request to all founders, or whoever is listening to this webinar, develop that passion. It just comes one day and says, okay, uh, okay, there is a internal thing that happens, and then you start realizing, okay, I am engaged, and then you will start seeing a difference in your life, and you will automatically get engaged. So let me just check YouTube. Okay, namaste, sir. Okay, okay, that's fine. So you have to be committed. Okay, and the people, there were around 16,000 to 18,000 people attending the webinar. I know majorly there will be Indians attending. I know that. Uh, and I love that more of India is now attending the webinars. They are more engaged, and uh, Ash always talks about the success. 75% part is when you start attending the webinars, and so hats off to all the people, not only Indians but to all the people in the world who are attending webinars. They think this is our company, and I should know the updates, and they are attending the webinar. So hats off to your commitment, and I'm sure you will be rewarded uh, in any way. I'm not talking about monetary, but if you are putting the efforts and you are sharing these things with people, I'm sure in some way or other you will start getting benefit, whether it is about maybe getting noticed, whether it is about respect, whether it is or any other thing. So not necessarily monetary, but these are the things. Okay, okay. Once again, he said a lot of things are being done behind the scenes. There are some products that are being built up that you actually do not see in your back office. So if you are a person who just sees the back office, okay, 4 or 5 products, I don't think on passive is going to do for a long time. But you are wrong, my friend. There are a lot of things happening on the back end, which Ash will tell us or may surprise us with new products showing in the back office at the time that he wants. Next, digital ecosystem. We in 2018 we actually started with the focus on digital products, but the scope has grown. So the digital ecosystem is already a done deal. Then one of the products that we have will actually change lives. So uh, uh, it's not just about the monetary. I hope you're getting this part. He was trying to tell us that it's definitely monetary. Definitely, that is a huge thing for all the founders. But you have to think beyond that. You uh, our products are going to have uh, a lot of impact in the world, and that you must understand. Okay, next he talk about the as you know that we are going to get our domain names. I will talk about that later towards the end. uh, uh, Domain names means your website, individual website, and uh, so generally, if you have seen, um, if you have been working in other companies, the company, though company actually promotes itself, but here is a company who is promoting you and through on passive, and that is a huge because you are being promoted because you are going to be a superstar. It's not the company who is actually going to be superstar. Yes, it is going to be great, but you are going to be the superhero, and that's the best thing about on passive. You are going to be a superhero. And when I talk about superheroes, because why I'm talking about superheroes, because he mentioned about certain things which actually blown my mind. Whatever, maybe whoever were feeling sleepy, they must have woken up. You're going to be a superhero where, because we are going to minimize, we he believes, our CEO believes that we are going to minimize crime, we are going to conquer poverty. I know in India there is a huge problem of poverty, and we are, when our CEO says that we are going to conquer poverty, he means it. He is very if you have watched all his webinars, then he actually means it. He wants to do a lot for the humanity. So there will be educated global population, and money will not be a burden for people no more. And that is a huge statement, and that I'm sure that it is going to happen. But you also need to understand this is a long term business. So it's not going to happen. Okay, you have taken a position and it launched, and the next day, oh, going to be a superhero. The party is going to reduce the next day. No, you are going to get millions. No, that is not going to happen, my friend. It is a long term business. You have to give it time. Everything is going to be there, but the main important thing is that you are in the right place, right time. Okay. Then he also talked about he talked about that we are going to launch like before the great event which I talked about, November 20. So we will have products, free products and some paid products. Before that, we would also have some uh, packages there. More details will be available in back office. I don't want to discuss in a common forum here because we are live on YouTube. But we are going to have everything is going to be happening in from starting from September, and that is huge because myself, I've been in on passive journey from 2018, and I'm sure there are a lot of people from 2018, 19, 20, 21 who wanted on passive to launch, but now is the time, guys, to rejoice because things are happening. You will see that happening, and it is going to go super viral because we have free products coming, which is Omail. First product is Omail. Omail is what can I talk about Omail? Omail is our free product, and that's free for life. I repeat, free for life. And many people do not understand the importance of giving products on free. You will only understand it once the products come in, and when it becomes super viral. Apart from Omail, we also have Onet. So we are really looking forward for those products, two products. Apart from that, we have Oh Connect. Oh, Connect. I think I told you about Zoom and the new software product, whatever we are coming up. Watch out for that. Connect is actually a paid one which is coming up. Watch out for that. I'm mark my words. Watch out for that. Next is O Tracker. O Tracker is where you actually track the IP addresses, and that is huge because if you have some kind of software which actually tracks the IP addresses, that's in short, you are controlling a lot of internet. You can do a lot of things on internet. So watch out for O Tracker. That's also a paid one. Then we have OTrim, which is going to be a free one. OTrim is a URL shortener uh, software or product, and it is also going to be used because there are new features added to it. Next is Obless, and believe me, I'm very much interested in Obless because I have come from a call center industry, and in call center, let me tell you, uh, they have some they have a particular day reserved where their employees actually go to some old age home and give gifts and spend time with that, and it is mandatory to do that because it's been uh, mentioned by the government. But let me tell you frankly that uh, that when I used to go to this old age home, it was somewhere closer to or comfortable to that particular company. It was nothing. like where the actual need is. And that is what I will be able, and all the founders will be able to do with Obless. And that is huge, because the people who really require it, you would be able, you will, our founders and all the people who participate in that will be able to help people who really need it. And that is huge. Watch out for that. And it is free. It is free. And it is the first one that is built up. And I have said in webinars, I always say this in webinars, and even Ash knows this, uh, that a lot of companies first build the products, and while building the products, maybe they have their uh, maybe they have their carbon emissions and whatever bad things happening, bad impact, and then just to show to the world that they are contributing to the good of the world, they at the end of the year they actually do such, give some donations. I'm very, very happy with On Passive and Ash, because he has built in that obelisk whenever we are starting out. And that is huge, because people would be able to contribute as soon as they start making sufficient money, or people who just want to do good for humanity, they can just go there and contribute. And that is huge. It's not a it's not a company where, okay, we'll make profits and then we will do something. No, that's the difference in on passive. So now, talking about products, our products are going to come on a consistent basis. Like, I'm sure Ash would let us know about the products that are coming up. Uh, 2022, 2023, mid of 23, I think products are going to come on a consistent basis. Then, hmm, so he said, he was talking about the status of the products. So as you know that he has always talked about the market value product and over market value. So what is market value and what is over market value? Market value means the products which are already there in the market, and over market value means that new disruptive features uh, that are not seen anywhere in those types of products. So we are coming up with the over market value features, and we are going to sell those products. So right now the grooming of the products is going on. So he actually showed us a chart also uh, about the status of the work. Definitely, I won't be able to discuss about that, because that's very, very confidential. So if any founders wants to have a look at that, you can go to the back office, see the recording, and see it for yourself. Next is about advertising campaign. Advertising campaign in Dubai is actually being rolled out. In fact, if you go to our channel on passive channel, you will see the latest video of the campaign in Dubai, and I love it, and I'm sure you will love it, because I'm sure you have not seen a campaign like that. So just if you are a founder, if you are a real founder, just go to our website on passive.com and like that video or comment on that video, because I'm sure you will love it. This is our company. Go to that website, go to that channel, and hit the like button. Next, um, new inventions in every aspect of life. As I told you, we started way back in 2018 as just a digital ecosystem, but now we have become a beast. We are going to impact every aspect of life. Ash mentioned about energy, industrial, wealth, then humanity, So everything is going to be impacted. So if you thought just okay, it was only a digital system, you need to think bigger. You need to think bigger. Next, there was a lot of confusion about the various terminologies of the word launch. We had some terminologies. We were using terminologies: soft launch, hard launch, scrambled launch, and all kinds of launch. But but this is, we are in the launch process. So he just clarified that. Uh, Now talking about pay structure. Now I'm just going to give you an since pay structure is actually a bit confidential. I'm just touching a few parts of it. uh, Pay structure is how are we going to be paid, or how are the founders or how are the resellers going to be paid? Simple. The answer is that there will be the digital products that get sold. There will be a charge for it. There might be a annual charge. There might be a one-time payment. There might be a monthly payment. There will also be products which are trial products. You use these products for a trial period of 15 days, and then if you want the paid product, you buy the product, and that's where the income will be earned. Now, also it's important to understand where the income earned, how will it be distributed? Because every business has a different way, and if you have looked at most of the businesses, the main objective of the business is to earn profits. However, this business is actually different. Uh, I will discuss about that. Let me just have a quick look at the chat if any questions are there. Mm, okay. Okay. Okay, so how I was talking about, first of all, thank you for waiting. And I was talking about how the amount is going to be distributed. I was talking about the companies whose major aim is to make profits, not of on passive. I'm talking about the other companies. Um, uh, when they are earning profit, they want to keep the maximum amount for themselves, and then not worry about maybe the consumers or the founders, or they definitely worry about the founders, but they don't care about uh, that much about the ultimate customer. In on passive, it's going to be different, because we are going to be the founders actually are partners in uh, profits. Okay, so what is going to happen is, once the revenue comes from the selling of products, then that will be distributed. Like 50% of that will be spent on maintaining of staff and paying the employees, maintaining offices and all that stuff. And maximum amount will be distributed among the founders and resellers, and that is huge. Like most companies actually keep that part as minimum, but here is a company which is keeping the maximum part, or the maximum part to distribute uh, to the ultimate customers, who actually become resellers, and the founders also, who are already there. And that is huge, because uh, as I said, most companies don't do that. But here is a company who has intention. Here is a company CEO whose intentions is to distribute it to people, and that is huge. Very few people are there, and as a founder, you should be really proud that you are associated with such a company, with such a CEO, and just be proud of it. Then he also talked about in September, as second half of September, a lot of things will actually start happening. I'm sure as and when as and when the new updates come, I'm sure our CEO will actually come and address those updates. So a lot of things happening in September, a lot of events happening all over the world. Like he talked about events happening in USA and other continents of world, except I think he talked about as of now New Zealand and Antarctica. I would love to go to Antarctica if there is an event. Wow. Uh, right now it is not there, but definitely maybe in the near future it may be there. Let's see. What are these events for? It might be some kind of product releases or other functions. So as and when those events come up, uh, definitely our CEO will let us know. Lastly, there he also talked about an event that is actually we. I'm really excited about this, which is going to be from space, and he has been talking about this from a long time. So I think we founders are really excited to know what it is all about. Definitely, we will come to know about it. So later on, actually, Marty asked some questions put by founders, and one of the important question, I think we won't be able to cover all the questions, but there was one question which actually came up. Uh, what, why are we giving websites every day to each founder? So the answer to this is we are giving that because we want to give it the most value to the customers. First thing. Next is customer is the hero. Like as I've been saying to you that we are being branded, and for the first time the company is doing that. So the reason the websites are changing every day is because you they are trying to make you a hero. Next, they don't want to like all the customers should not be competing against one another. For example, a person in India will have a different website. Maybe for a person in USA, it might be different. Maybe some things will be different, and that's why it has to be very unique, right? And last point was everyone will have an identity. I repeat again that everyone will have identity. This is very important. Nobody has looked at Neeraj Dalvi. They always knew on passive, but this is the first time. I'm sorry. In other companies, they always looked at the company name, and it was not about Neeraj Dalvi. This is the first time where on passive is saying yes, the company is important, but at the same time you are important, and you will have an identity, and having an identity is very important in the internet, not only internet business, but in life. So thank you, Ash Mufareh, for all the updates that you have done. I hope I was able to give the updates well. I hope all the founders have understood the updates well. And let's see what further updates come up. So thank you once again for listening to me, and have a great day. Bye bye.